Okay, so there's another way to divide polynomials, and it's a shortcut for called synthetic division. The problem is you can only divide by things in the form of x minus k, right? The divisor has to be in that form. It can't be anything else, right? So if we're dividing this polynomial by x squared minus 3, it wouldn't work, or if it was 5x minus 3, it wouldn't work. It has to be in this form, x minus k. Okay, so let's start. So what we want to do here is we want to set it up. We're going to take the leading coefficients from this polynomial. Think of this as being 1x cubed, so that's where the 1, this first number, comes from. It's in descending order, so we go to the x squared term next. That coefficient is 1. Bring that down here. The next term, minus 8x, so that coefficient, minus 8. And then the constant term is minus 12. I put it there. So it has to be in descending order. If there was a missing term, say there wasn't an x squared term, you'd want to write a 0 there where the x squared would have gone. So it has to be in descending order, and we're just taking the coefficients. So we're leaving the variables behind temporarily. So we're divided by x minus 3, so we're going to take this and we're going to write this sort of where you put the divisor, the 3, whatever it is you're subtracting from x. So if it was x plus 3, you'd want to think of it as x minus a negative 3, and you'd be putting a negative 3 there. Okay, so we have a 3 here. So we're going to bring down the first digit, a 1. And so the algorithm says we're going to multiply this 3 times 1. So we're going to multiply this digit 3 times this number down here, 1, and take the result, and we're going to put it up here. We're going to take that number and add that column. So we add these together, and we're going to get 4. And we're going to repeat what we did before. We're going to multiply this 3 times the 4 here to get 12. And we're going to write it under the next column. Add those columns. All right, so we're going to say negative 8 plus 12 is 4. And we're back in the same place. We're going to multiply 3 times whatever digit there, so it's 4 again, so it's 3 times 4 is 12. We're going to write the result under the next term, and we're going to add, and we're going to get a 0. We are done. The fact that we get a 0 means that this x minus 3 is a factor of x cubed plus x squared minus 8x minus 12. So our result here, this is the quotient. So this polynomial is the quotient, and these are the coefficients of the quotient. And it's always 1 degree less, because we divided by x minus 3 into x cubed, so we're down by 1 degree. So this is going to be, it's going to be 1x squared plus 4x plus 4. So that's your quotient. This part is your remainder. And if your remainder is 0, it means that, you know, it divided in evenly. So we basically have factored this now into x minus 3 times x squared plus 4x plus 4. If you were looking for more zeros, you could continue on. You could say, well, I think this number is a 0, and you could try synthetic division. Synthetic division is nice as long as it's in the right setup and you do it. It's a lot quicker than the long division. There's less writing to do, and it's a pretty quick algorithm, so it's useful.